You have big dreams. You can see yourself winning. You can picture the life you want so clearly that it almost feels real. And yet, when it comes time to actually do the work, you hesitate. You delay. You wait. Not because you can't do it, but because something inside you won't let you move. Here's the part that most people never realize. You are not stuck because life is hard. You are stuck because your brain has learned how to keep you safe by keeping you small. And the scary thing is, it's working. Your brain lies to you in a very gentle way. It doesn't scream, it whispers. It tells you you're tired. It tells you today isn't the right day. It tells you tomorrow will be better. It tells you you need more motivation. But that's not truth. That's sedation. Psychologists don't call this laziness. They call it avoidance reinforcement. Your brain learns one simple rule. If you avoid the thing that scares you, the discomfort goes away. And the moment the discomfort disappears, your brain rewards you. Not with progress, with relief. Relief feels like peace. And that's why it's dangerous, because your brain doesn't care about growth. It cares about comfort. And comfort is the fastest way to stay exactly where you are. Let me describe your life right now. And if this feels uncomfortably accurate, that's not an accident. You wake up with good intentions. Today feels like the day you finally start. You tell yourself you're going to work on that project. You're going to take the first step. Then you check your phone just for a moment, just to see something. Minutes turn into an hour. The day already feels behind. And your brain says, "What's the point now?" Psychologists don't call this laziness. They call it avoidance reinforcement. Your brain learns one simple rule. If you avoid the thing that scares you, the discomfort goes away. And the moment the discomfort disappears, your brain rewards you. Not with progress, with relief. Relief feels like peace. And that's why it's dangerous, because your brain doesn't care about growth. It cares about comfort. And comfort is the fastest way to stay exactly where you are. Let me describe your life right now. And if this feels uncomfortably accurate, that's not an accident. You wake up with good intentions. Today feels like the day you finally start. You tell yourself you're going to work on that project. You're going to take the first step. Then you check your phone just for a moment, just to see something. Minutes turn into an hour. The day already feels behind. And your brain says, "What's the point now?" So you delay again, after lunch, after you feel more focused, after you feel less anxious, and before you know it, the day is over. At night, you lie in bed with that familiar feeling, not sadness, not anger, just quiet disappointment. You know you wasted another day. You promise yourself tomorrow will be different. You believe it, and that's the most dangerous part. Because the promise feels like progress, but it isn't. It's just another way to fall asleep. Here's where it gets darker. You think you're avoiding work. You're not. You're avoiding the possibility of finding out who you really are. Because if you actually try, fully try, and it doesn't work out, you lose your favorite fantasy. The fantasy that you would have succeeded if you really wanted to. That fantasy protects your ego. It lets you feel special without risking failure. So your brain defends it. It tells you to wait. It tells you to plan more. It tells you to get ready first. Ready never comes, because ready is not a feeling. Ready is a decision, and decisions create consequences. Your brain hates consequences, so it chooses potential over action, possibility over proof. Potential feels powerful. Action feels risky. So you stay in potential. Not because you're weak, but because your brain is designed to avoid pain and seek pleasure. When you think about working on your goals, your brain doesn't see success. It sees effort. It sees uncertainty. It sees rejection. It sees failure. So it triggers discomfort, not enough to scare you, just enough to make you leave. And the moment you escape into something easy, your brain learns something important. Avoidance works. That's why this pattern feels so strong. Because every time you avoid, you train your brain to do it again. This is not laziness. This is survival mode. But here's the cost. Every day you choose comfort over action, you are teaching your brain that your dreams are not important. Every day you delay, you are reinforcing an identity you don't want. You're not just wasting time. You're becoming someone. And identity doesn't change suddenly. It hardens slowly. You start believing stories about yourself, that you're just not disciplined, that you're inconsistent, that you're not that type of person. Not because they're true, but because they're repeated. Time doesn't fix this. Time exposes it. Time is not passing quietly. It's recording every excuse, every delay, every small surrender. And one day, you look back and realize you didn't lose your life in one big mistake. You lost it in thousands of small ones. Your comfort is not peace. It's a cage. Comfort numbs you. It keeps you safe from discomfort while slowly stealing your future. And the longer you stay there, the louder regret becomes. Nobody is coming to save you. No new year, no motivation, no perfect moment. That's terrifying. But it's also freeing, because if you are the problem, you are also the solution. So here's the rebuild. Not motivation, not inspiration, a system. Your brain does not change through words. It changes through proof. Start so small your brain can't argue. Not changing your life, not chasing the dream. Just 15 minutes, one action, one step. If this is hitting too close to home, don't ignore it. That discomfort you're feeling right now, that's awareness, and awareness is rare. If you're serious about breaking these patterns, not just understanding them, then subscribe. This channel isn't for comfort. It's for people who actually want to change. And if this message feels like it was made for you, like the video, not for the algorithm, for yourself, your goal is not success. Your goal is showing up. Remove the escape routes. Your phone is not neutral. It's designed to steal attention. Put it away. Make distraction inconvenient. This is not about willpower, it's about design. Work at the same time every day, in the same place, start the same way. Your brain resists goals, but it obeys rituals. Stop waiting to feel confident. Confidence is not the starting point, it's the result. You don't think your way into a new identity. You act your way into one. Replace guilt with precision. Not I failed, but I avoided the work for 2 hours. You can't fix self-hate. You can fix behavior and adopt one rule that changes everything. Never miss twice. Miss once, you're human. Miss twice, you're rebuilding the old identity. Now listen carefully. You are not lazy. Lazy is not who you are. Lazy is a pattern your brain learned. and patterns can be unlearned, but only through action that proves you are not the same person anymore. You don't need a new year. You don't need a new mood. You don't need perfect conditions. You need to move even when your brain begs you not to, because the moment you do, the spell breaks. And once the spell breaks, your life starts to obey you again. You don't need to feel ready. You need to act. And if you do that consistently, you won't just reach goals. You'll become the kind of person who does. Starting now. Most people will forget it. Most people will stay the same. If you don't want to be one of them, subscribe. Not for motivation, for transformation, like this video, so it reaches someone who needs it. And comment this: I will not stay the same.